Hello everyone and welcome to my channel, Purple Curtain Tarot. I'm Donna and I'm going to do for you today a tea leaf reading. It's a pick your cup or pick a feather. I have some feathers here. So this is a Samhain Ancestor Messages reading. It's October 30th. I'm going to sort of so you can choose your cup, the reading, and it'll be below in the timestamps. So reading number one here will be with this ostrich feather. The ostrich feather here for reading number one. And reading number two, we have this feather here, this white and black feather for reading number two. So choose the feather, put it up there, whoops. Choose the feather, choose your reading, and I'll see you below in the timestamps. Hello there, pile number one, or cup number one, I should say. Those who chose this ostrich feather, this will be your reading. Kind of adjust the camera a little bit. There we go. Just so you can see what's in there. So let's see. Set that in there. Okay. All right, reading number one. Ancestors, spirit guides, what are the messages here for reading number one? Okay, so far what I'm getting, mostly getting a real strong sense here with this reading number one here, of loyalty. So what I'm getting is, like, you may feel like you don't have a loyal person in your life, or a friend you can count on, or somebody you feel that you can, talk to openly, but here I'm seeing that you do. So, and also what I'm getting is, it's like you're not alone. Don't feel alone. There is someone who loves and cares for you, and they are loyal, and you can talk to them. Be honest. I'm also getting, it's like you may be worrying that someone is going to leave you or something, and for some of you, that's not going to happen. There might be some issues you need to talk about, or, ask them what's going on, but maybe they're not talking right now. This could be any person. Doesn't necessarily have to be like a partnership relationship. It could be a friend, a parent-child thing, a sibling, just someone you feel like's being distant or something. And what I'm getting here is they'll be back. They're loyal to you. They're bond there, and it won't be broken. It might be a little bit damaged in some way, or there's misunderstandings, but they're not um, they're not gone for good. They're going to come back and explain themselves to you is what I'm getting. Okay. When they're ready, I don't really see at this point any indication as to when they might be, but it's like, hold on, because they will come around is what I'm getting, and explain. All right. I also see here, though, if you haven't seen the movie, I hate to bring up things that maybe some of you haven't seen. If you haven't seen that movie, Maleficent, I'm getting here that if you saw it, you know what I'm talking about, where she's only true love could wake her up, break the curse, and it ended up being not the handsome prince, not the person she thought. Spoiler alert. You know, that's the kind of energy I'm getting here in this reading is maybe what you were expecting or maybe what others are expecting to be that true love isn't it isn't that relationship. It's a different relationship. It's a parent child kind of relationship, or um the person who's gonna stick by you, in other words, the person who truly has your heart, um and your best interest at heart is not the person you're thinking of. It's someone that you didn't think it is, and they didn't even realize it themselves. But that's the kind of energy here I'm getting. So if you've seen that movie, you probably get this message more than those who haven't. I don't want to spoil it, but it's just not the person you thought it would be, who has your best interest at heart, or you're thinking it is, you know? So if that makes sense to you, take that message. Think about that. Okay? Um and you may be seeing someone here you haven't seen in a while. Could be the person we're talking about, that situation. They might just show up or call, or suddenly someone who you haven't heard from in a while, and you've had that sort of a wondering why and that kind of thing, or misunderstandings. They might just show up. But also, in that, there's a situation where you may feel like it's hopeless, like it's too late, it's hopeless, it didn't work. It may not, like I said, end up the way you thought it would, but it's not hopeless. It's not hopeless. That situation, there is a solution to that coming, and it's not going to be what you thought it would be, but it's going to be even better than what you thought. It's going to be different, but it is not hopeless. So I have hope. If you have a situation where you're like, oh, this is hopeless, like I said, it might not be what you're wanting exactly, or thinking, or expecting, what your expectations are, but it is going to work out in a way that is better, or different but better. So I'm getting that for you guys. I'm gonna pull some cards too after I do the teacup. I'm gonna pull a few oracle cards, just a few. Uh, I see here. It's a common theme here. I see here a space between you and another that you're thinking of when I'm talking to you. There's like this space, and in that space, there's just misunderstanding and assumptions. And the two of you need to come together and talk and clear that stuff up. And I do see that happening, but I almost want to say you might have to initiate that, some of you. in a gentle kind of way so that you can, close that gap and at least have some kind of understanding and closure to that situation. There's just this big wide space, and there's like different voices and people's opinions and talk and stuff, and it's gotten things between you and that person really screwed up, and the two of you need to talk. Just you and that person, nobody else. Doesn't matter what other people think, say, think they know. You and that person, honest, open communication. I think they will be receptive to that, but I think you might have to make the first move, break the ice, peace offering of sorts or something. It's not like you're mad or had a fight or anything. It's just like there's this distance and it needs to be closed because there's misunderstandings. There's definitely misunderstandings. Assumptions were made, and so that kind of thing. Social media posts that were misunderstood. I just got. Now, I had somebody who did that to me. I'm going to give the example so you know what I'm saying. They post something and they assumed it was about them because it spoke to them, but it could have been about them, but it really wasn't about them. And they got really mad and hurt and unfriended me and stuff. And then I was like, what is going on? Why'd you unfriend me and stuff? And they said that to me, and I said, that wasn't about you, that was about something else, and blah, blah, blah. And so, we had to talk about it because that person felt like I was being kind of weird with them or something. And then they felt like something I posted was about them, and it really wasn't. And so that caused that split. That caused them to get hurt. And I explained, and then they were okay because I explained to them. So it's like that kind of thing. Someone making assumptions, seeing something, misinterpreting it, hearing something, misinterpreting it, thinking it was about them, or you thought it was about you, and whatever. And, wrecking a relationship here over some silly nonsense. And I say silly nonsense, but some of it's not. Some of it's real stuff. But it's stuff you need to hash out. It's stuff you can talk about and come together and work it out together. So there's that. There's mending of relationships here. There's distance in relationships. This is an ancestor reading for Samhain. So what I'm wanting to say to you is your ancestors, your family, your loved ones, they see this and they're saying to you guys, I feel like this is family, or very more like family. And they're saying to you guys, we're seeing this and we did this too, and we regretted it, and we, some of us left this world not being able to bring peace to those situations, and we wish we had. So that's the message here for you. So if this is speaking to you, you might want to reach out, because this is what they're telling you here. This is why I'm seeing what I'm seeing here in this reading. Because also I want to say, pay more attention to those inner circle people. Pay more attention to those people, not the outer circle people. Those people that are very, very distant from you. They're living their life every day and you're not really a big part of it. Even if they love you and care for you, they're, geographically separated, or just, life takes us apart. It doesn't mean they're not important to you, but it's the ones closer to you. Pay attention to them, but reach out to the others. You see what I'm saying? It's all one big circle of family. And the ancestors here want you to realize, blood is blood. I know some people don't agree with that, but I'm giving you the messages that I'm giving, these messages that I'm getting, and that's what I'm hearing from them for whoever's listening to this. Blood is blood. DNA is DNA. They're in you. They're part of you. And you're part of each other. And you don't have to be always agreeing or always together or any of that, but you need to know you're connected. And there's pain here in this space between these people. There's pain here, and it needs to be healed between them. And that's what I'm getting. So it'll take time, but that's what I'm getting. So reach out and love the people who love you, who care for you, who reach out to you, even when you don't reach back sometimes. That's who cares for you. Okay? So I'm going to pull a few cards for this as well. I hadn't been planned on doing that, but I really think I want to do that. So we'll see what we got. I'm going to use the Samhain Witch, Seasons of the Witch Samhain Oracle here. See what we get. We got Rooted. May you never tear the living ritual that is magic merged within the roots of your being, the soil of your soul. They have tongue twisters here. So you're rooted in that. This is what I was just talking about. Your family roots. Your family roots are what your ancestors want you to remember on this Samhain. Be rooted in that. That's your strength. You know, there's a song that came out, I think 2000, just going back a long ways, but it was that sunscreen song, and it was for the class of 2000, and it was a lot of advice giving, and one of the things in that was to remember your siblings, your family, because those are the people who are most likely to be there when you get older, and they're the people you're going to need when you get older. So that's what I'm getting here too, is to remember that. Your roots, where you come from. You got silence. There is a sweet embrace of the nothingness. Stillness brings a presence of self fully embodied. See, yourself is from those people. All of that's within your body, what I was just saying. This is about recognizing that. You know, go in the mirror, look in your own eyes, look at your hair, look at your face, look at your skin, look at your body shape, type. Where did you get all that from? Your ancestors. You know, that's who you look like, that's who you sound like. Even people have similar voices in families. This reading's about bringing back those family connections that have been broken and bruised, is what I'm getting. What a wild web we weave, dear child, a delicious mystery untamed. Well, the rest of that would be when we practice to deceive. So be honest. The web connects you. The web is not something you're trapped in. You are the spider. You built the web. And the web is yours for your home and your food, you know, the things you need. So attract those things you need to yourself, care for yourself, and remember the delicate web here. And I'm wanting to say with these relationships with family, and there's just a real focus here in this reading on family relationships. Now, I know a lot of people, you know, come from families where they go, well, I don't want to see them ever again. But this isn't your reading then, you know. This is for those who have a loving family, who maybe they've had some things happen, and it's caused some rifts or some misunderstandings, and just being busy, not spending a lot of time together. And that's what this reading is about. It's about that kind of thing. It's not about energy vampires, because we have vampire comes up. So we're not saying to allow other people suck up your energy or anything. This is about people who are energy vampires sucking up your energy, focusing too much on those who just take energy and don't give anything back. So what I was saying before when I was doing that, focus on the ones who do. Maybe you're sucked dry of your energy because you've been spending so much time not focusing on the ones reaching out or the ones that are there for you. You're taking a pause here. You had the silence. Take a pause. Think about it. We're preparing for the winter. All things die away. New things come. Maybe let some of those old grudges, hurt feelings, misunderstandings, and assumptions and all of that fall away like the leaves and get buried in that ice like the winter so that in the spring new things can grow. One more card. Graveyard, unnecessary fear. So maybe you're afraid to reach out, or they're afraid to reach out to you because of the time that's passed or the misunderstandings. But this reading is really about reconciling, looking deep within, seeing what caused it, what kind of misunderstandings, distance has come between you. This is different relationships, but I'm getting more a familial, feel here with this reading. So those are your messages. Those who chose pile number 1 with the ostrich feather. I hope that resonates with some of you. So take care. Have a blessed Samhain here. Honor your ancestors. Big message in this reading, and the ones who are still here with you. Those people who share your blood, your DNA, your ancestors. Okay? So blessed Samhain, happy Halloween, and take care and be blessed. Well, hello there to those who chose pile number 2. Cup number 2. I started reading and my camera was not rolling, so I have no clue. I hope it's not totally messed up, but if you chose the black and white feather, this reading's for you. I'm also going to pull some cards here. I'm going to pull these Seasons of the Witch Samhain Oracle, just a few, and a few of these Halloween oracles as well. I've been sitting here talking to myself with this cup. So, and I looked up at my camera and I said, oh my gosh, that is not recording. So I'm going to begin again. I don't know when it cut off, so I'm going to begin again. But the first thing I saw in this cup was like someone running away from what appears to be like a devil. And what I was saying about that was something toxic in your life, a toxic relationship, a toxic situation at work or with friends, people you hang out with. This is someone running, but they're being guided by a star here, by angels, by their guides to run away from that. Run, run, run. This is not walking, this is running. This could be even you just met a person, start dating them. The red flags are all over the place. And you're seeing them, but you're trying to ignore them because you're kind of like the person and you want a relationship, but it's telling you run, 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 run. Don't look back. It's a devil. This is if you're a man, woman, whatever kinds of relationships you're into and that kind of thing. It doesn't matter. It's run away, run away, run away. That's what I'm getting. This could also be you guys might have some kind of situation, habits and things you need to get, you need to deal with. You might be drinking too much. You might be doing some kind of substances, and your group, your friends, they're encouraging this because they're doing it too. So you might have to run away from them, but you still have to deal with you. It's not them making you do it. It's just that they're not helping you to stop doing it. And they won't because they're not going to stop doing it. So you're going to need to break away from that for a while, maybe not forever, but while you can get yourself under control and stop doing this, what you want to stop doing. This is you recognizing, maybe I have a drinking problem, maybe I have a drug problem, maybe I have this problem or that problem, and these people are um not causing it, but being around them is not helpful to me at this time, so I'm going to have to move away from them until I have the strength to handle myself, and I know that I can be around them without doing those things. So could be temporary, could be forever for some people. But you're being told here by the ancestors coming through in this reading, you need to run from that. You need to run from it. It's very bad, but you're being guided. The other thing that came through here, um, some of you are in a rebound kind of relationship situation. It's fine, but you're feeling feelings that are not really true and sincere. You think they are right now, but they're not. It's a rebound thing. You've had a relationship breakup or loss of some kind, and you're trying to replace that person with another person, and it's that whole rebound thing. That's the stepping stone to get you to the other side. This is not who you're going to be with. You're not going to stay with them. And don't feel bad about that. And don't feel. What I was getting here was like you feeling like, oh, how stupid of me. How could I think that I was in love with that person or whatever? Because you needed to feel that at the time. But you're going to come to the realization that that's what this is. You're trying to fill up that empty space that other person left, and it's part of your healing process, but you're going to come around and know this is not what I need to be doing to heal. You know, it might be what you need now, but it's not going to be. It's really not going to last, and it's not going to. You're going to like have to go back and start over and heal from what you're trying to heal from. Replacing someone with someone else isn't going to heal the wound you're trying to heal. Some of you, it's even a grief thing. So, um, that's what I'm seeing here. More tears cried, but it's part of the healing process. Um, if you gotta say, okay, we can't be together. Sorry. Sit in your house for 3 days and wrap up in a blanket and binge on Netflix and eat junk food. Do it. Whatever. You're healing though. And so you're in a rebound kind of situation right now, but that's not going to last much longer. You're going to realize it's what it is. So, and that's separate from that running away thing I was talking about before. That's for others. I also see winning a race, winning full speed ahead, getting determined on something. So something you've been working hard on, a project, whatever it is, you are going to get to the finish line here where you start to see some results and some prosperity and abundance coming from that. It's like a work project type of thing, whether it's your own business or some other something at work where you're going to get that promotion, you're going to get that raise, that kind of thing. Um, Also, for some of you, it's just you overcoming a challenge you've been dealing with probably for this whole last year. I'm getting just a challenge in your life. You're getting to that. There's like one or two more hurdles to go, but you're getting there and you're determined. You are on a horse that's going to win that race, is what I'm getting. And you are that little jockey, and you're going to get that horse to that finish line, and you're going to get that trophy and those ribbons. You're going to win in this situation. You're going to triumph over a challenge you've been facing here. Okay? Um, I also see like I was saying, like a crowning achievement in your life, like something you've worked a long time on for some of you, and it's like your crowning achievement moment. I also see um just like You guys, some of you have a big heart, and you know, you give, you pay it forward, and sometimes you feel like you're not getting back what you give, and you don't do it for that reason, but sometimes you go, well, how come, you know, I'm always giving and no one gives back? Well, they will. It's going to come, you know. You're not doing it for that reason, so um, you're not always going to get back what you give. You know, people say that a lot. It doesn't always happen. Sorry, that's not truthful. Anyone with any experience in life knows that you can give a lot to some people and they never give back. But it might not be from them, but someone else will, or something else will, you know, give back. So, and like I said, you do you because you have that love in your heart, and even if you don't give back, you know, do it anyway. It's like that song says, do it anyway. Just keep being your loving, kind self, is what I want to say. Um, that's who you are. So, but don't let people trample all over you and take advantage. Okay, so I'm gonna pull a few cards too here, like I did in the other reading. I wasn't planning to do cards, but I felt like guided to do so. So you have apples. Number 4. To taste one must swallow it whole, and beneath the satin flame hides drowning waters. To taste one must swallow it whole. I'm going to have to think on that card a little bit. Something hard to swallow here maybe for you. Maybe something I've said is hard for you to swallow, but it's the truth. You have protection. This is my house, stained by the very blood flowing through its walls, covered in a veil of delicious prayers, yet deadly to those who dare lift its hidden. So, deadly to those who lift its hidden protections. Anyone who's messing with you or anything is going to get theirs, because this card's telling you are protected. You've been setting strong boundaries, or if you haven't, you need to, but magically protect yourself as well. Protect your property and yourself. Protect your heart, like I was just saying. You're protected. Swallow that truth, even if it's hard to swallow. It's a hard pill to swallow. I just got that Jagged Little Pill, Alanis Morissette song. It's a jagged little pill. You got Banshee. Banshee. Heed my warning, dear child, for what I hold is it's far from unsung lullabies. Swallow a nail and you can expect bleeding from within. Wow, look at we're talking about protection. We're talking about swallowing it whole. We're talking about protection. I was telling you in your reading with your cup, run away from that devil, remember? So you need to really swallow that apple, swallow that jagged little pill, and see what's going on here, because you are being told to protect yourself here. And also make sure you're not believing lies and things being told to you. It's like almost like, because she's saying swallow a nail and you can expect bleeding. So you better be careful what you're swallowing, because it could cause harm to you if you're believing things that aren't true, is what I'm getting. If someone's talking to you about somebody else, or you know, that kind of thing, or someone's beating something in your head about another, it's not true, just anything I'm getting. You be careful what you're believing. I got, okay? Because ghost comes out. You could regret it. You could regret it. Now, so there's some things here. Like I said, this reading's going in this direction where it started with you running away from a devil. The future, the veil. Lift the veil. Look and focus on the future, because what you're running from, moving away from, has been bad for you. Stop swallowing that nail. Stop believing what's not true about yourself, about your relationships, about whatever it is. Something's You need to focus on the future. Okay, focus on get rid of those regrets you have and don't do more things to cause more regrets for yourself. Where all things pause and begin again. Yeah, you got the underworld. It's a pomegranate. I just got Hecate. Um, it's Samhain, so come on. We're the veil's thinning. We're gonna let go and release these regrets. We're gonna focus on the future as we turn the wheel forward for Samhain and get ready for that winter. Stop swallowing nails. Untruths. Toxic relationships and things of that nature. You were running from a devil to begin with this, so you're being told with this reading that you have some things you need to move away from, and we did see victory and triumph over that. So I see you doing that. Don't regret where you've been. Just focus on where you are now and start to move forward. Keep yourself protected. Keep your boundaries up. Don't swallow lies. Don't swallow if you're in something that feels wrong to you, then it is, and the banshee's telling you, warning you, protect yourself. It's a jagged little pill. Sometimes the truth is painful, but we must face it so that we can move forward. So we're pausing, reflecting, gonna move forward here. Just better things. That's what I'm getting for you guys. Cup number 2. Very powerful messages coming through. Very clear messages coming through today. Doesn't surprise me. It's the season. so take care. Have a blessed Samhain. Happy Halloween. Speak to your ancestors tonight, tomorrow night, throughout, the first week of November. You can always speak to them, but right now, just take that extra, honor them, put their pictures out, light a candle, and feel their presence. They're warning you. Okay? So there you have it. And it's not to be scared when I say warning and protection. We all need protection from things and stuff, but this is telling you something you need to really be aware of. Okay, so again, take care and blessed be.